Welcome to the Carry Danger podcast, Kevin. How's it going?
Pleasure to be here. It's going okay today. It's been quite busy, going through a lot over here, but other than that, I'm having a great time. How's everything with you?
It's going pretty good. Just over here, kind of cruising through the summer so far and getting ready for a vacation for me. So I'm excited about that. But a
Where are you
staycation,
going?
nowhere.
Oh, something we all need. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my nephew's going to come spend a week with me. So I'll be picking him up in Cincinnati and then hanging out and doing auntie stuff.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, you're not just here to catch up. No, you are here because your band, GodsxEnd, has a really cool EP coming out called Tragedy of Loss. Now, actually, let me get in the time machine and back it up a little bit. But you guys actually came to Ohio just like last Friday the 19th and performed at the Ohio Mayhem Fest with a bunch of other awesome bands over at the Foundry. How was that?
Well, the Foundry has always been great. Like we always say that Cleveland is now our second home because we either are in Cleveland or around Cleveland or doing something in those areas. Foundry, I actually made a joke while we were performing. I said, this is our first time here at the Foundry. I'm just kidding. This is our millionth time at the Foundry, and we love it every single time because the staff is great, the venue's great. People complain about parking. I have no problem with parking. It must be a skill issue, I think. And no, I'm just kidding. And I don't know. We had a great time. It was one of two festivals that was happening in Cleveland. There was one about 20 minutes away happening at the Mercury, and this was happening at Foundry. A lot of people came, and it was a lot of fun. And we had as of now, our new bass player play his first show with us. So that was also a great time with that.
Awesome. Now you got a new bass player. How long are you guys working together to get that all smoothed over and all the rehearsals? Or is he like put him on and he's got it, no problem?
Well, we had a couple practices with him. We had a fill-in bass player for a while, Jay. He's a great guy, but he was like, "Listen, I can't do anything full time. If you need me, I'll be there. But I got too much going on." We're like, "No problem. We appreciate you, Jay." But in the meantime, we were like, "Well, we're gonna need someone for the long haul. Like if we're wanting like commitment and shows and records and this and that." So I think Jay actually ended up sharing one of our posts saying like, "Hey, we're looking for a bass player. Here's the requirements. Reach out if you want to do anything." And Dan, his name's Dan, reached out and was like, "Hey, you guys seem actually kind of serious and you don't want to just be a local band forever. You guys have done tours, you guys have music, and you have this. So what do I got to do?" And we're like, "Well, all right, Dan, here's the songs. Here's some videos how to play them. Let's see what you think." He learned those. He came over and did some rehearsals with us. We're like, "All right, we're going to try you out over the weekend. See what you think. If you vibe with us, cool. If that way around, cool." And he loved it. We loved him. So now welcome Dan.
Yay, Dan. Oh, that's awesome. I love how that works out. And also salute to Jay. He did his part. Okay.
Yes.
I love that. Now, Dan, can we expect to hear any of him on this new EP? Or is this going to kind of be, here's something we've already had happening and you're going to be touring? You are a member of this band. You are now part of this EP in your own way. Is that kind of something that works in your band like that?
Yeah. So everything's been already, as it says, shipped. It's been recorded, mixed, mastered, done for a few months now. And first song's already out from the EP, Almost Heaven. Crawl comes out this Friday, and it'll come out Saturday on Slam Worldwide. Dan was not around for that video for that, but that's okay. But yeah, moving forward, Dan will be, part of everything we do.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. While we're talking about the singles, let everyone know where they can stream your music now so that while we're talking, they can go search it out and get it saved and queued.
Sure. So, I mean, any streaming service that you can think of, Spotify, Apple Music, those are the main two. Whenever we submit to DistroKid, there's a few that I've never heard of in my life, and I'll probably never look them up. But there's stuff like Deezer and other things like that. So yeah, just look up God's End, two split words, and the song you could look up is Almost Heaven. That's the newest one. And Crawl comes out this Friday. You can pre-save that now.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. And also, we can follow you on Instagram and Facebook, God's End. Or is it
Yes,
God's
there's
End
usually
Band?
It's usually an X in between, just to split gods, and an end. It's a play on the word GodsxEnd, but it's just a little bit more metal that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just look up the GodsxEnd band.
Okay. Okay. Ruka, I'm sorry. My cat is attacking my foot right now, and he's doing it for attention because I just got you, bro. You got to stop.
Oh,
Get out of here. Here, say hi to Kevin. I know that's what you want. He always wants to make an appearance. Look at this
oh,
boy.
hello.
Ruka, okay, get the heck out of here. Yeah, I hear you. He's nuts. He's huge, dude. He's like 20 pounds. So the EP's dropping July 17th. I'm excited. I do want to get into what's up and coming for God's End, like what we can expect down the road outside of the album, promotion of the album and all that. But let's talk about tragedy of loss. Let's talk about, what it feels like to write an album like this, to go through the anger, the depression, struggling with loss, putting the pen to paper. I've only written poems about it, but like, what's it like for you as a songwriter, as a musician, to feel those feelings, handle the business of it all? Because I know that you have been handling the legalities of it and the important parts that's hard as hell, dude. That's a whole nother job. So tell me
It
what's
is.
going on. Yeah, let's talk about the inspiration. I guess I hate to say inspiration, but you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah. Well, fortunately, my mother passed away. 2024 was a abrupt thing that happened, and still kind of going through the grief that comes with that, and everything that happens when you're a single child. Father passed away back in 2016, I believe. So just kind of dealing with a lot of stuff. So my friends, my bandmates, of course, are there for me, and that's my creative outlet. Um, when I was in Parkersburg, West Virginia, I worked for a radio company, and they had me over there for some market stuff. I looked down, and there was a bird that had passed away on the sidewalk, and that ultimately struck the inspiration. I ended up taking a photo of it, and I sent it to our group chat. I was like, guys, what do you think of something revolving around this? Because as you know, everyone loves AI nowadays. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone hates it. I hate it. And we have a guy, his name's Dread.jpg, that has been doing a lot of our stuff. And said to him, and he kind of was like, well, what's some of the themes? I said, here's some of the themes. It's not just depression. It's anger and grief and this and that. It's a combination. And we ended up getting a pretty cool artwork out of it. Now, Crawl, that's going to be dropping, has that bird, but he did his wizardry, I call it, because I'm not a Photoshop expert. He is. To make it look cooler and kind of bring the idea to life instead of just a phone picture that I took and kind of going through that. So, I mean, there is a song that's dedicated to my mother on this. It's called Lamenting Hymns. There's just a lot of different feelings on there, but it's still heavy. It's still us. It's still everything that it needs to be. And this EP is kind of what I felt like I needed to put out. And we, on the back end of things, we've been chipping away at an actual full-length album for, it seems like forever now, but it's probably been just a couple of years, where, we'll have a riff and we'll be 75% done with a song, and it'll just sit there for a while. These songs came brand new. The riffs, the ideas, the lyrics, everything. And then we sent it over to our guy, Aaron Shaparian, who mixed and mastered it and brought it to where it needed to be. And this is kind of where Dan picked up on, our new bass player, Dan, picked up on where, hey, you guys aren't just trying to be a local band. It's like, no, we actually got this professionally mixed and mastered. We actually went out of our way to do, I don't know, things that we see the big dogs doing. I'm no stranger to festivals. Neither is my guitar player, Tyler. He helps me whenever I do festival coverages and stuff like that. So we see a lot of the things that are going on behind the scenes, and we want that. So we're trying to take every step that we can to make that happen. And with this EP release, that's kind of our, we've been around since 2022. We've been chipping away at stuff here and there and maybe some local shows, but no, this is our, hey, this is who we are. Pay attention, because we're not done.
Yep.
That's kind of what we're doing with this.
I love it. It's like you planted your flag and you said, we're here and we're here to freaking rock. And I like how you said it covers all the aspects of grief, but it's still heavy. And I think that's something that people that maybe are kind of tiptoeing into the world of metal, or, they just haven't found that quite right. Because there's so many different kinds of metal bands. We've met at the music festival Incarceration. That's where we were acquainted. We've seen each other there for the last couple years, actually doing media work, which is always so cool. And I remember watching you. I came up and I was like, "How'd you do that last year?" And you're like, "I just asked," And I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll do that too." Like you are watching the bands, I'm watching other people do these interviews, and I'm learning. Like, I'm a seasoned radio veteran at this point. I'm afternoon drive. I've been doing this thing for a while, but being in person with these musicians is kind of intimidating. And, so seeing how you're handling it and then you watching them, it's kind of funny like that. But like listening to these lyrics, even if you can't understand, you go figure it out and you're going to be feeling these things too. That's going to help you get through something. And I mean, I don't even want to, it's tough because like really dying is obviously questionable, but I can tell you that confined got me through a lot. So, God, but it's really important that we are able to tell the listeners and the future fans of God's End that here's what this represents, and hopefully it'll manifest something good in their life as well. And do you feel like it was cathartic for you to write these songs? Did you write them in collaboration with your bandmates, or were you just like, let's go?
I would say a little combination of both. Honestly, every band is going to have like a main songwriter. I'm the one that started the band. It was a solo project, and it evolved into what it is today. My guitar player Tyler, he loves helping. He loves being part of the creative process, and we've done things in the past where like, here's the bones. What do you guys want to contribute here? This was, here's the bones and some meat. What do you want to contribute? But ultimately it was myself and Tyler who kind of got everything together. Like Crawl, for example, for the guitar players and musicians, I said, I want to do a song that has 3 notes, and that's it, the whole song. And we're doing open 1 and 2 for frets on the whole song, and there's different strings, of course, but it's just, that's what it is. And from there, it became heavy. We got a guest vocalist on. It's our first guest vocalist on a track ever. It's my friend Devin from the band Dare to Live out of Baltimore, Maryland, and she's great. She killed her part, and I met her forever ago at a show that we played together, and she has a very unique voice that's contributing to the song. But as far as, moving forward, now that we have a full band and everyone is like on the same mental level, I think we're all going to be putting together what we need to contribute to finish the album, finish the next song, finish whatever we got to finish.
Yeah, I like that a lot, especially because, I don't know about your bandmates, but if they can even understand on any level, that feeling, the feelings of loss, and contribute in their way too, that just reaches more people. I think that's so important. Yeah, dude, I totally dig it. Now, new listeners popping on, God's End, where would you have them start in your discography, your collection so far?
Well, one thing that we always do, and if I ever get asked the question I ask bands, this is what I'm going to say. Advice that I give to bands is to record your set. I don't care if it's a camcorder. I don't care if it's a phone on a tripod. Record your set, because you can be in the moment and you have no clue how you looked and sounded until you see it from a different perspective. Now, we do this every show, and what seems to be all right, this is a pretty good song, is our song Pariah. We did an EP in 2024. We did a music video through Slam Worldwide. We paid buku bucks for music videos for this. Great video, great song, great structure, has crowd interaction. It's great. That's Pariah. But I would say after this Friday, Crawl is going to be the one that's like, all right, this is the heavy hitter. This is the one that is going to be our song to push for the most part.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. And I love your advice on record everything, because not only are you going to see how you are performing, because you can also tweak your stage presence. You may be up there thinking that you're totally nailing it, but like unless someone's like stage momming you, or that's like, maybe I should do it this way, or maybe I'll do it that way.
Or why did I do that?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. I exactly, like, pay attention to yourself. That's like in the radio world, you'll know this. Like, give yourself an air check once in a while, because you may think you just knocked that show out of the park, and actually there's like this. Oh, why did I say that? So yeah. And also, I love the perspective of, now we see which one is really getting people riled up. I love that. I'm sure you guys encourage pit work at your shows. Any crazy things you've seen in the crowd, if you can see in the crowd with all the lights, but like anything specifically that pops out that you're like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen at a show.
Mm.
Boobies, bras,
Mm. I mean,
punches.
that's every show. What are we talking about? Specific shit now.
Titties everywhere.
Let me think. I would say, I don't know. I've seen people get punched.
Yeah.
I've seen some blood. In general, though, they just kind of pick up their teeth and keep going. It's not that bad.
They're dentures.
Nothing. No, I would say nothing out of the ordinary. At least not yet. So if you're at a show and you want to prove yourself at a God's End show. Thanks.
Yeah, that's right. Man, I can't wait. Now, what festival is like an aspiration of yours? Obviously, all of them, but one in particular, because I know you go to these festivals and you work them. So, what's one? I've yet to be to Sonic Temple. Inkcarceration is the one that I go to. That's the one that my station sends me to, and I'm comfortable there. But what's one that, like, anywhere ever, that you're like, I like this one so much. The organizers are so kick-ass. I want to play this one for sure.
I told the guys, ever since, I don't know how many inks I've done, but Inkcarceration is the one that I'm striving to do anything it takes to perform at this thing. Now, I took the stage at Sonic Temple last year as a guest vocalist for Fight From Within, and that high I will chase until I continue, doing what I need to do to get to those stages. Another one is Milwaukee Metal Fest. I first time was there this year, and they have 3 stages. And, people say you should get like 10,000 steps a day. That's walking. This was 10,000 stairs a day, up and down and up and down and up, and you're carrying a bag of equipment. They had a small stage, they had a medium stage, and they had the big ballroom stage. That is the stage I would love to see. I would love to see my band on, of course, but I would love to just walk out and see people there to have fun and mosh and throw down and all that stuff. So it's going to go Milwaukee Metal Fest.
All right. I will support you in getting to where you want to go, dude, because I believe in you, and I also just know you as a person at this point. Even briefly in passing, like, I can tell a vibe, you know what I mean? So I think it's possible. I know it's possible, and especially because you're driven. And is Tyler the guy that I've met with you at Inkcarceration?
Yes. He's my camera guy, guitar player, best friend. You name it.
Yeah, he's cool as hell. Hi, Tyler. And it'd be pretty sweet if Jose, the metal ambassador, brought you on stage, or Carrie Danger, the alternative hippie queen.
Carrie, I will let you announce us on stage. I will let Dan Jansen, listen, we got this whole thing planned out. Carrie Danger's going to come out, and she's going to be like, "What's up, Ink Mates?" Everyone's going to go crazy. And then she's going to say, "I'm Carrie Danger from Cleveland. What's up, everybody? I'm here to announce West Virginia hardcore band GodsxEnd, and we're going to come out, and we're going to crush it, and it's going to be great." So Dan Jansen, please, whatever I got to do, I'll be there. Yeah. So let's make it happen. Thanks.
I'm so in. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how old I get.
It's all worth it, I promise.
No, it's totally worth it. I love that. I really do. That's so cool, dude. All right. So what do you have lined up? We're dropping on the 17th of July. Tragedy of Loss. Really excited. Crawl's coming out this Friday. What is that? The 26th. And really excited about that. Now, after the EP drops, do you have a plan in place for the next tour, or some other stops, or keeping it local, or what's going on?
We're going to put our foot to the floor, pedal to the metal. We're going. We have A tour talks in the works, but it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And I literally said, Tyler, you do it. He started doing it with the other band, and they're out of Chicago, I think. I can't say who it is because I don't know if it's confirmed yet or not,
Yeah,
but
don't.
it's going to be a lot of fun if we can make it happen. Beyond that, we're going to go to Texas. We got a show booked in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I actually cannot believe that happened. But I said, here's our price, and he's like, sold. It's like, okay, cool.
You're like,
So
just
it's,
added another zero onto that.
yeah, it's going to be a, I think 26-hour drive. We could fly, but we're not gonna. It's too much. It's too expensive to do that for a one-off thing. So we're gonna drive. We're gonna sweat, and it's gonna be fun. But like I kind of hinted at earlier, but this album is gonna get finished. We're gonna do whatever it takes because, yeah, we could book a tour and book another tour and book a festival and do this and do that, or we could put some resources in finishing this thing and get it done for next year. But what I would love to do, this is kind of my grand scheme, is finish the album, get it mixed and mastered, best it's going to be, do video, promo, you name it. Bands usually do this stuff a year out in advance from when it's going to be out. I would love to drop the first single of the Friday of Sonic Temple. And then the actual album comes out the Friday of Inkcarceration. Wow, Dan Jansen, I have this whole thing planned out. I'm ready to go. So that's kind of our big movement of what we want to do.
Okay. I love that. Did you see Sonic? Well, you might, you maybe did. They have their pre-sale already for next year.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I love it.
unbelievable. And their media girl, I talked to her backstage. I was like, when should I even consider booking hotels for this thing? And she's like, honestly, the second the dates get announced. To the people that do that, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have $1 million and you can do whatever you want whenever you want. But I can't. So I'm just going to keep booking it a month before the festival happens, and we're going to keep rolling the dice. But yeah, it's Sonic Temple's already out. Welcome to Rockville's already out, and people are probably already complaining in the Facebook groups because that's what they do, which is my second favorite thing to do when it's festival season is just read those comments.
People just want to, man. That's it. Dang, I forgot, like, you did have to get a hotel. I forgot. But the benefit of you having not only a shower and a hotel room, but you can also hop on the Wi-Fi and update all your interviews because you are a quick turnaround. I love that about you. I am like, God, how does he do it? Jesse too. Jesse's from Cleveland, and I'm like, you're literally in front of me. How'd you do that? I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I kind of like watch you guys and I'm like, okay, wait. You know,
What I do, literally based on everything I do is I watch the pros.
yeah,
When I saw photographers, so usually when you're a photographer or videographer and you get approved to do whatever at a band's concert, festival, something, you get the first 3 songs. And that's understandable because you don't want to just be in the way the entire set. I started just doing the first song and a half with the pros because they'll immediately do everything they need to do, run around, blah, 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 blah. It's been 4 minutes. And then they're back in the media tent editing, and they have like 4 or 5 amazing photos ready to go for that festival's post before the band's even off the stage. Because it doesn't make sense to say, hey, they did great, no photo, no video, and they post it the next day. It's like, well, we're already on the next day. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
And I kind of have to take a page out of my own book of just do it now because I have interviews. I have 1 interview still from Rockville I got to do, which I just haven't had time because of clients and festivals and this and that. But which I'm thankful for. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But I might have to rethink of how I do my interviews at these festivals because, as you know, it's very go, 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 go. Who's next? Who's that over there? How can I meet this person? It's hot. I haven't had any water. It's time to
I'm
eat.
hungry.
Like, there's too many things going on.
Yeah.
I still have to pee. Like,
Yeah.
so I might have to rethink how I do these, kind of based off what I saw with Jesse, where he's not asking, all right, who are you guys? People already know who they are. All right, what are you doing here? They know why you're here. How did it feel to play a set? Probably great. They're asking, Not like yes or no questions, but something quick for fans to engage with, and then they're moving on. Now, if they did something like what you and me are doing, all right, now's the time to sit down, get your coffee, talk. Festivals, you got 5-10 minutes,
Yeah, you got it.
maybe.
And I watched yours, and you were doing the cool, like, give me your best metal scream. I love that. That is catchy. It's quick. And, like, anyone out there that's aspiring to be an influencer, a podcaster, an interviewer, watch the pros. Also, don't give up. Just keep pushing. But yeah, watch the pros and just go for it. I know the rapid fire, man. I'm so bad at it because I just like da 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 da. But
Now, I will say, when I got to talk to Tech Nine, that was someone I wanted to talk to. I didn't want 5-10 minutes. I think we sat and talked for 25 minutes until his big 300-pound security was like, I was like, all right, got it.
there we go.
Oh, man, you're talking to the guy that works out and likes protein. I would say turkey and actually, it's changed. It's now a Lunchable, because silly me thinking Lunchables were just for kids. No. They have protein Lunchables now that has like turkey and cheese, and it's like really quick. So I would say Lunchables.
I love that for sure. Okay, what is something that you do before the show besides unloading and loading all your stuff in? Do you have like a pre-show kind of rich that you are like, if I don't wear these socks, if I don't drink this drink, what is it for you before you walk on that stage that you're like must happen? You're like anything.
Okay. I'll say the two-part answer. One, a lot of water. Two, all right, three-part answer. Stretching. I like to stretch because I have to. Mint gum, some sort of mint, spearmint, some sort of gum. Because what I noticed is the style of vocal I do is harsh, and I can't sip water every 2 seconds. That looks weird and it's really off-putting to the audience. But when you're chewing gum, it, I don't know, moistens your mouth, so I don't have to take as many water breaks. So I will not go on stage unless I have gum already in my mouth or in my pocket ready to go.
Have you ever accidentally been like doing your thing and the gum comes out?
Yes, there have been times where it's probably on video where it gets stuck in my hair, or it's left on the Foundry stage in Cleveland, Ohio, and I am so sorry, but it's there.
And now some super fans gonna go and be like,
No, probably their janitor got it. Was
they're
like,
gonna
this
put it in their
stupid
pocket.
band.
Yes, finally. I knew this was Kevin's. I don't know why I went full Danhausen there for a second. But yeah. Oh man, I'm just so pumped about this. Guys, let me remind you that you can follow, one, you should just go follow Kevin Powell, all right? Go follow him. Kevin spelled normal, Powell, Powell, 2 L's. And follow him on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff to keep up too with all the cool stuff he does outside of the band. Like, Kevin's out there doing the thing. Your photos are amazing. If people want to book you for photography for their band, do you have a link in your bio?
Yeah, I mean, that's there. People can just DM me too, real easy.
Okay, sweet. And then obviously keep up because this Friday's Crawl. In a few weeks, we're going to have the EP there, Tragedy of Loss. And then looking forward to all your awesome shows to come. And everything is bigger in Texas, so you're going to have to really... Oh my God. Awesome. All right, Kevin, thank you so much for being on the Carry Danger podcast. I know we're going to do it again soon.
Of course, Carrie, I appreciate you as always.